Welcome. Today we are going to be talking on slavery in biblical context. Slavery existed in many ancient societies, including the Roman Empire, during the writing of the New Testament. It was a complex system with various forms and levels of severity. Some slaves were household servants, while others worked in agriculture or trades. The Bible, written within this context, addresses the realities of slavery in its teachings. It's important to understand that the Bible's teachings on slavery were not intended to endorse or condone the institution itself. Instead, they aim to provide guidance for both slaves and masters within the existing social structure. The early Christians, many of whom were slaves themselves, sought to live out their faith in a challenging and often unjust world. In Ephesians chapter 6, verses 5 to 8, the Apostle Paul addresses slaves directly, urging them to obey their earthly masters with the same respect and fear they would show to Christ. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear. This instruction emphasizes the importance of faithful service, even in difficult circumstances. Paul reminds slaves that their ultimate allegiance is to Christ, their true master. Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord, not people. By working diligently and honestly, slaves could honor God in their daily lives. Paul echoes this message in Colossians chapter 3, verses 22 to 24, where he writes, "Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything, and do it not only when their eye is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord." Paul emphasizes the importance of sincere service, not merely outward obedience. He reminds slaves that their work, though done for an earthly master, is ultimately done for the Lord. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. This perspective provided a powerful motivation for slaves to find meaning and purpose in their labor. The Apostle Peter also addresses the issue of slavery in his first letter. In 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 18 to 20, he writes, "Slaves, submit yourselves to your masters with all respect, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh." Peter acknowledges that some masters were cruel and unjust. However, he encourages slaves to endure suffering with patience, following the example of Christ. For it is commendable if someone bears up under the pain of unjust suffering because they are conscious of God. Peter's words offered comfort and hope to those enduring hardship. In Titus chapter 2, verse 9 to 10, Paul provides further instructions for slaves, urging them to be trustworthy and obedient. Teach slaves to be subject to their masters in everything, to try to please them, not to talk back to them. Paul emphasizes the importance of good behavior and respect towards masters. He also reminds slaves to avoid stealing and to demonstrate complete faithfulness. They must not steal, but show that they can be fully trusted, so that in every way they will make the teaching about God, our Savior, attractive. By living upright lives, slaves could bear witness to the transforming power of the gospel. Good, it was abolished, but what do you think? Thanks for watching. Please kindly follow, subscribe, comment.